Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2 with our Mono White Warriors. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is a terrible hand. We cannot keep it with 1 land, so we'll get it away. Would have been great with a 2-land hand. Much better. We have a lot of action here. Double Pridemates, though. I'm thinking Pridemates actually might want to be Arashin Foremost. There's a lot of ways to gain life, though. And that was my whole idea of at least trying the Pridemates. And there's only 2 in here, so we're having soldiers and warriors is, I might want to try to go more of just an all warrior deck, but yeah, it's just definitely is awkward with these creature types. So we're just going to go ahead and play the Pridemate here. I think it's better than playing a raise. And hopefully we can find some sort of lifelink to get this guy, the Pridemate, up. He is playing a multi-card deck. This might be another Collected Company deck. Frost Elemental's very weak against a Raise the Alarms. See if he wants to make the trade with the Pridemate. I highly doubt it. Alright, cool. So we're going to be able to get the Frostwalker dead to a Raise the Alarms. Half of a Raise the Alarm. And, or this could just be, this is probably just going to be Temur Aggro. Frostwalker's really good in the deck because it gets Ferocious online quite easily. As a 2-drop. He's going to Creator's Claw the Pridemate. That's okay with me. I am so happy to get a Creator's Claw out of the way. And he could have a Twin Bolt in his hand, and people are playing a lot of Twin Bolts lately. It is a nice way to get rid of Rabble Master and like Dragon Fodder. So half a card for a card and one of his more bombier cards late game with the Crater Claw. Plus, you think I'm an aggressive deck. The thing I like about this mono white deck so far is it seems it has some pretty good resilience. He's going to give it the Double Strike? No, he's going to... What? Why the unblocked one? Or the one... I don't get this. I don't get this play. Why wouldn't you want to keep your Frostwalker alive and not the... Oh, well. Whatever. Okay, so he Lightning Strikes off the soldier token that did not block. This is going to allow us to... kind of just want to morph down a Hidden Dragonslayer. Now he's got 2 of his removal out of the way, a Lightning Strike and a Crater's Claw. Unless he's just flooded with removal. I'd hate to see a Xenagos here. That'd be annoying. And it's a Savage Knuckleblade, which... Can you bounce it? He's going to give it haste. No, bounce is 4 mana. So this is going to work out very well for me. We get rid of a Savage Knuckleblade. And... we swing in for 3. And that is life-linking 3, so it just negated that swing, basically. And that will have some good synergy with the Pridemate, but we're going to definitely Arashin Foremost next turn, depending on what he puts out. He Knuckleblades again. You're going to give it haste and try to race me? You can't at this point, buddy. You cannot race a life. Okay, yeah. Creator's Claw number 2 is out of the way. And we could go Hall of Triumph with a... It's going to be Arashin Foremost. And I will block a Savage... Well, he can pump up a Savage Knuckleblade, so I won't. Three cards still left in hand. 2 Crater's Claws out of the way, and a Knuckleblade. But all those are very, very powerful. To tap for a blue is still taking the damage. He is very low on life. In fact, if he doesn't put out... It's just another Savage Knuckleblade, which he's going to end up having to block with. So attacking with the Arashin Foremost, he will block, and then I won't get the extra damage from the Valorous Stance. So we're actually going to destroy target Toughness 4 greater. Triple Savage Knuckleblade hand, and he'll be down to a 1. Unless he's got something else to take care of my guys. And now he can't attack him with his Knuckleblade, which will allow me to Hall of Triumph and force him to block. And he'll still lose it. Okay, so he scoops. Even though he wasn't dead there, he could block. Tokens actually seem very good. Very, very good. The token strategy seems amazing. Amazing versus his deck. I'll keep the Valorous Stances in, though. I do want everything that can help me gain life. So Mastery of the Unseen and Spirit Bonds, I think, are the way to go. I could bring in the God's Willings as well. Spear of Heliod seems good. The cards actually like Arashin Foremost do not seem good here. So I'll keep the Pridemate in, I'll keep the Hidden Dragonslayer in, the Raise the Alarms, the Seekers. The Mardu Woe-Reapers can stay in, the Dragon Hunters can go out. The one I've launched the fleet actually does seem okay though. But I just don't have room for it here. And maybe even the Spear of Heliod can be replaced. I do want the God's Willings. I actually think God's Willing on like a Seeker of the Way is going to be very, very good. So maybe Mardu Woe-Reaper isn't the greatest way to go. Or even Dictate of Heliod's. Hall of Triumph. Spear of Heliod can stay in. So we are going in kind of less of a token route. All these Secure the Ways can actually go away in favor of maybe the Dragon Hunters back, because they do. Dragon Hunters do block their Frost. Now, I think this is the right line of play, the right way to go. Or Anafenze. Anafenze can come out. She actually seems very weak in this match. And then we can bring back in another Secure the Ways and a pump. 3-mana pump, though. I think the Dictate is a little bit stretching here. I'll submit this. So now I don't lose any huge cards to Lightning Strike is what I was trying to do. First turn, so the Pantheon will be good. Then we can protect with God's Willing. Absolutely going to keep this hand. There's a backup soldier in case he decides to kill my soldier. Soldier is incredibly good versus him because, again, there is his Savage Knuckleblade that is taken care of, as well as the Frost Elemental I can trade with. We have a Valorous Stance still in our hand to take care of any 4 toughness or greater. I could see him just using his turn to kill the soldier. And that won't do it, so Soldier's going to be extremely effective. We can play another one and then keep up a God's Willing. I think that actually is the right play. So not shabby. Three mana. With an Arc Lightning, we'll keep one of them alive. And it will allow us to scry. That's actually not bad of a card, but I want to land, so. And we do hit the land, which allows us to Seeker and then attack in with the soldier. And make him think I've got another God's Willing in hand. So he'll be a lot more hesitant just to run out like another Arc Lightning if he has it. Hornet's Nest. Decent card. Actually, it's really good. It's going to just force us out to a late game. Now I wish I did have the Dictates. But I'm okay with just Mardu Woe-Reaper here. I can exile a Soldier to the Pantheon to gain a life. And the Hornet's Nest is going to make this a lot later of a game. It's going to be a Thunder. Break Regent, which we can kill with a Valorous Stance. Alrighty, so I think the later this game goes on, it's kind of going my route, though. Unfortunately, though, Ajani's, I don't want to do a -2 on him quite yet. I might when I start securing the waste for larger. Hornet's Nest, again, though, is playing such a great role of just keeping my aggression down. But he's got to find an answer for the Ajani Steadfast, which could be in the form of a Crater's Claw. But I can spread out enough damage in one turn if I get a huge Secure the Waste out. And he's got to start worrying about the Ajani. Shaman isn't the... Shaman's a terrible card against my aggression. Especially Secure the Waste coming down. Now, Raise the Alarm's negative on Ajani actually does seem good. The Emblem, if it starts to deal damage to prevent all but one, is pretty decent too. So do we try... what? He has one card left in hand. We could try for the Emblem. Or I could just take the safe route and Raise the Alarms. And -2 on Ajani Steadfast. And have a lot of big creatures. But I think I'm just going to pop up Ajani. And try to get there. Savage Knuckleblade is a terrible card against Soldiers of Pantheon. And as expected, he does not attack with the Knuckleblade. There's a Hidden Dragonslayer. Now, do I still... He can top deck into a Crater's Claw. I think at this point we just start using the negative on Ajani. Now he can start drawing cards with Shaman, so we're going to have to get rid of it with the Xenagos. Now Xenagos is going to put me on a bit of a clock too. This is a huge board stalemate. But I'm glad he actually did that over, unless he's going to draw, yeah, he goes for that, which allows me to kill the Shaman rather than But Xenagos is a card I'm gonna sooner than later have to deal with. And we'll unmorph this now. Kill a shaman. And that allows us to... Jeez. Now do I start trying to pump Ajani up again? Prevents all but 1 damage, doesn't stop. So, apparently I lost connection and it killed my trigger for the shaman. That was buggy. Anyway, I still think that we'll put loyalty counters on all of my dudes. And if I swing in now, I definitely could kill Xenagos, but then have a million. He'd have 4 death touching. Dudes. Soldier, he'd block with the Hornet's Nest. Yeah, and I couldn't do anything here. So this is going to be stalemated pretty bad, and I can see Xenagos getting out of hand. I need a Mastery of Unseen very quickly. I mean, he can, even with Crater's Claw, he can generate so much mana. Still can't do anything with the Ajani. And this is not looking good. Because he gets a new blocker out each turn. If he gets another... Okay, another Savage Knuckleblade is not, again, not a threat. But he keeps pumping those up. No cards in hand. I think at this stalemate board, you just keep pumping Xenagos up to try to get the exile of the top 7 cards. But I'll raise the alarm again. Really wishing that I would have had those dictates. And I think I'm going to have to just go for a kill next turn or the turn after. I only have 2 unblockable guys. You cast 2 guys, then it's still... Yeah, now we're even on dudes. I could care less if he attacks him with a Surok. And in a turn here, I'll secure the waste. And that gives me 4 unblockable guys, but they're still not... That's only 8 damage they can get through at the moment. And we have a ton of lands to be drawing into, I'm sure. There's one land. There we go. So, we're putting loyalty counters again on everything. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 4 can go unblocked, which doesn't solve anything. And again, that Crater's Claw is looking so vicious. Now, if I get Ajani up to ult range, he won't be able to Crater's Claw. And I still can't tack in favorably. It's just a matter of time before he draws that. I need a... So it's going to be Mastery Unseen versus Crater's Claw, whoever gets it out first. But these Satyr tokens are still getting obnoxiously out of control. If I get a God's Willing, I can give Pro Green and kill Xenagos. Or I can go for the ult. Jeez. I'll continue just a +1. So God's Willing is a 1-of in the deck. He can still draw into any sort of dragon. Continues to make guys with Xenagos. I don't know. I think with him he needs to just pump up and get that ult. There's a Seeker. I'm going to go for the ult for Ajani. He's up to 5. Three turns away from ulting him. I don't need any more +1 counters on my guys. And wow, what did he just do that for? He just targeted his own Frostwalker. Hidden Dragonslayer's fine. I can kill his Surok. Or we're actually going to keep it up for a flyer. And I'm going to give myself the Crater's Claw protection. I should have been doing that earlier. Okay, he's got the Crater's Claw. I lose. So, unfortunately, that's that. It was... I knew he'd just... a matter of time before he drew into it. And maybe I should have got above life. Get maybe that Hornet's Nest. This card completely won the game. What? Oh, he was just being hoping I'd concede? All right, so he didn't get it. So can I draw a God's Willing or a Mastery Unseen? Ugh. And I will be ulting Ajani. I don't know. I have 3 Mastery Unscenes. I have Spirit Links I can draw into, which will win the game as well. They're flyers. There's an Heir of the Wilds. And he's going to pump up Xenagos. But I will ult Ajani here. Do I be greedy and go one more turn? Now Crater's Claw is not an issue. But I've got to draw into a Mastery before his own Xenagos gets out of control. He's going to roast his own Hornet's Nest. Okay, that works for me. And generate a ton of mana. Valorous Stance is not the card I was looking for. Still destroys a creature. At this point, I think I need to... Still can't do anything. Still can't do anything. Fanatic of Xenagos gives me some more life. See, a Ajani Pridemate would have been pretty good here because it'd get huge, but again, I have no evasion. So you can exile the top 7 cards. You may put any other creatures in or lands from among them on the battlefield. I can take care of 2 flying guys. He doesn't attack with his Death Touchers. That's interesting. Another land. Getting frustrating here. Because now he can ult Xenagos. Which puts a Thunderbrick Regent, which we will kill. But we will kill off his dragon. Gives us another life linker. And one of these years we're going to draw into a Mastery the Unseen. Another Plains. All right. Well, we're at the halfway mark of both our mana base and our lands. And he's going to go for Xenagos again. I don't blame him at this point. He's not going to have... By the time he gets there, though, he could be really, really close to milling himself. I might start keeping cards in my hand in case I get a Spirit Bonds. Another Valorous Stance. I don't know why he's not picking me off with the insects, to be honest with you. Because this would force some attacks in with my Lifelinkers. And now he's going to start going for 2/2s again. Now there's a Raise the Alarms. And why'd he cast? He's just going to cast another Xenagos. So that he can either pump up to try to get another, or just put out another Haster. Now I'm wishing I wouldn't have embled off. I just didn't want him to top deck into a Crater's Claw and kill me. I don't know if he's getting desperate here by pumping those up. He's gonna. We both have to worry about the clock now. Because the Savage Knuckle Blades do absolutely nothing. And now he's going to go in with the Smart. Alright, he's going to go in with the Insects. And I need to gain some life, that means. We'll raise the alarm, though. I should have done that, actually, afterwards, to next turn, to get some life out of the Seekers. So Pro-Green does still completely go through if it's a God's willing. It's a Plains, though. I think I'm still okay from the Death Touchers. So the Pantheons literally cannot be blocked by anything but Surok, so maybe... And now he's got those Death Touchers now down. I think we kill off Surok. And at least make him take out a Air of the Wilds. We lose our Soldier, though. Maybe that's not the right play. I can make him lose quite a bit of stuff. He can pump up both of his guys. So I'm going to attack him with the Hidden Dragonslayer at Xenagos. And a Soldier of the Pantheon at Xenagos. And this Soldier of the Pantheon at Xenagos. And I don't know. I guess just all this crap is Xenagos. Make him lose some stuff. So the Death Toucher, I can give my own guy indestructible there. He is going to kill off 6/5 and the 6/6 on the Seeker. So I do think making my own Seeker get indestructible here is the right line of play. Or I could kill off this Savage Knuckle Blade and now protect that. Oh, then he can bounce stuff to his hand, too. I'll be gaining a lot of life here. I still need one of my Spirit Bonds or the Manifest is fine. Either one of those will completely stall this game out and prevent him from being able to kill me. So I've gone through half my deck. That's 5 of those left in the deck. Even a Spear of Heliod, those 6 cards in my deck will really take over this game. Another Secure the Waste will be really good at this point. I'm actually glad he didn't wait for a Crater's Claw on his insect tokens, on his Hornet Nest. So Suruk was the other card in his hand. That doesn't surprise me. And there's a Thunderbreak Region I have to worry about. It's going to do some damage per turn as well, which you can give it actual haste. So I am actually on a clock now. No, because it prevents all but one of the damage from the Thunderbreak. So I'm not even like too worried about the Thunderbreak Regent. This is only do 3 damage to me. And Mardu Woe-Reaper. Do I just keep it in my hand for Spirit Bonds, though? I think I do. Just 1 Master of the Unseens. Come on, deck. You can do it. 2 more Secure the Wastes. Tons of land still in my deck, unfortunately. There we go. That was the card I was looking for. Finally. So I'm glad I kept that in the hand. So we can exile to gain some life. And this is a mess. This is a real huge mess. He's down to 11 cards, though. He finds a Shaman, which can draw him a bunch of cards. But with me being able to prevent, like, every source, there's this last Xenagos. I don't even care about counters from the Shaman because it does nothing. Fortunately, Plains is terrible. I don't have a lot of... There's a Spear. That one's actually really good. Another Savage Knuckleblade. 9 cards left. But now I have the ability to kill off the insects. He still can't attack in with much. But it's going to be down to clock management now. What a crazy game. The stalled out beyond stalled out board of we can't kill each other. Does 1 damage is all. 1 damage from Surrak. He's kind of trying to kill off Surrak, I think. To conserve time. Because it is down to a time war, which is so ridiculous for MTGO. So now I just have to F6 spam. And actually I need to turn off auto yields here because this spirit needs to block here. Sure. He's got another Surrak. I guess I need to turn off auto yields here because this is huge. He's going to swing in with everything. Just probably to try to waste time. So if he's going to do this to me, I'm going to do a really obnoxious thing to him. I'm going to block like a lot of things on one thing, but this lifelinker just needs to go somewhere. That's fine. I think we gained plenty of life. Is there another lifelinker somewhere? Jeez, I guess I just need to block. This is so bad. Then he's going to have to stack a crap ton of triggers. And that should be the game due to him running out of the clock. Actually, in the backswing, I could kill him. Or I can't actually kill him. I lost a lot of stuff by... No, I didn't. And this is one of the craziest Magic the Gathering games I think I've ever played. Isn't there a way to attack with all? All right, so that's the game. Barely, with such a stalemated out. I apologize for how crazy that was. That Hornet's Nest, impossible to deal with. With an aggro deck like the white deck that I was playing. I needed the Spirit Bonds to come out a lot quicker, start generating the 1/1 flyers, and then go from there. But we'll go on to another matchup. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.